This presentation discusses the rock cycle and how earth materials are continually recycled from one form to another through geologic time. We begin this discussion with the definition of a rock. Rocks are composed of four types of materials. First, they are composed of minerals. These are the basic building block of rocks. However, other materials are found as well. Second, rocks can contain organic matter. Third, rocks can contain rock fragments, broken pieces of other rocks. Finally, rocks can contain what we will call other stuff, as a generic catch-all for other less common components. I like to say that in the future, rocks might contain doorknobs, tin cans, and other trash that has gotten buried. The second part of the definition of a rock is that a rock is a mappable unit of Earth. In other words, it is a significant segment of the crust or Earth's interior. Therefore, when we say a specimen is a rock, we are really saying that this chunk of material represents the unit of the Earth from which it was taken. It symbolizes the entire layer or body where it was found. The rock cycle is one of the models used by earth scientists to demonstrate and to help understand the processes and forces that act on earth materials to produce rock units or bodies. The rock cycle shows how nature recycles earth materials. A cycle is a repetitive exchange. Events or processes happen time and time again, going through various stages or conditions, and eventually return to undergo these same sequences yet again. Various paths and options may interplay, but with time a loop is repeated. Earth materials that compose a solid portion of Earth are in a continual sequence of changes known as the rock cycle. We could begin the cycle at various points. I like to start with heating and melting because it is easy to visualize this as an excellent beginning to the processes and materials. So, let us start with some earth material. That earth material is exposed to geothermal energy, Earth's heat, and melted. It is heated and melted. It then becomes liquid rock, or what is more scientifically called molten rock. Whether that rock is deep inside the earth or whether it is near or at the surface is sufficiently important that these two materials are given separate names. When the molten rock is within the earth, it is called magma. Molten rock at or near the earth's surface is called lava. Eventually, this liquid rock, whether it is magma or lava, will cool and solidify. Cooling and solidifying are the processes that occur to make this earth material into a rock. This material becomes an igneous rock. So, igneous rocks form from the cooling and solidifying of molten or melted rock. Igneous rocks are one of the three rock families. Igneous rocks are sometimes called fire rocks because they are made from rocks which have been melted by heat. Igneous rocks include granite, basalt, obsidian, and pumice. Continuing on through time, this body of igneous rock may be exposed to weathering, erosion, and deposition. Weathering acts to break the rock. Erosion wears away and removes the rock. Deposition drops or deposits the rock material. The loose rock debris is called sediment. After time, that sediment may become lithified. Lithified means turned into rock. Lithification occurs by compaction and cementation. Compaction is the pressing or squeezing together of the rock particles. Cementation involves gluing the particles. Materials are deposited around the fragments so that they become glued together. Lithification results in sedimentary rocks. When the broken loose rock fragments have been compacted and cemented together into a solid rock unit or layer, they are sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary is a second rock family. Sedimentary rocks are made from rock fragments compacted and glued together. Sedimentary rocks include conglomerate, sandstone, and shale, as well as limestone and bituminous coal. Continuing on, this sedimentary rock may be exposed to heat, pressure, and/or chemical action. Heat, pressure, and/or chemical action act to change the rock. You might compare it to baking. The cake batter that is in a pan placed in the hot oven and baked comes out of the oven in quite a different form than when it went into the oven. With rock, this transformation is called metamorphism, which means to change. It is very important to note that metamorphism occurs without melting. Just like baking a cake, it never melts, but it undergoes a significant change. This change by heat, pressure, and/or chemical action without melting produces metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rock is the other rock family. Metamorphic rocks were other rocks and have been baked or changed. Metamorphic rocks include quartzite, slate, gneiss, schist, and marble. Now, this metamorphic rock might be heated until it melts, and when it cools and solidifies, it will be an igneous rock. With the heating and melting, the earth material will have made a complete circuit of the rock cycle. That metamorphic rock might, however, undergo the processes of weathering, erosion, and deposition to become sediment that gets lithified and becomes a sedimentary rock. Or the metamorphic rock might undergo more heat, pressure, and/or chemical action and become a different metamorphic rock. The rock cycle includes the full range of interplay between the different processes and rock types. An igneous rock might be heated and melted to become a different igneous rock. Or it might be exposed to heat, pressure, and/or chemical action and change to become a metamorphic rock. That sedimentary rock can be heated and melted to become an igneous rock. Or it might undergo weathering, erosion, and deposition to become sediment that gets lithified to become a different sedimentary rock. So, rocks from each rock family can become any of the 3 rock families in their next step through the rock cycle. Another very important point is demonstrated by the rock cycle. The rock cycle shows that rocks in each rock family are formed by entirely different processes. So, the rock cycle is a very important model for the earth sciences. The rock cycle is the way in which earth materials are recycled over and over again through geologic time.